Hi everyone! So first video review for this week is for A Jade's Diamond by Char Dafoe. If you want to check out my review, I did just post that, so if you are on YouTube there's a link in the description below, and if you're on Facebook on my blog then there's a link within the post. And this is the video review. So A Jade's Diamond by Char Dafoe was an absolutely great story. It was what I've come to expect from Char, and it was amazing. It really was good. So the story's about Navy. They've had a pretty hard past, and they have an equally hard present, and it's not really helping when they find themselves in even harder times and on the wrong side of the tracks and everything, just really suffering through life and not enjoying it at all. So when Navy meets Tristan, who's a really successful entrepreneur, they kind of have this spark of a connection, and it's just undeniable. And then you've got like Navy, she's wondering if it's too good to be true, like everything with Tristan. So they're absolutely convinced that Tristan is like everyone else they've ever met, and that they wouldn't want them for the type of person that Navy is. So for Navy, they're just really concerned that Tristan's like everyone else they've ever met in that line of work, and nothing's going to change. But obviously when Tristan falls really hard for Navy, they both sort of wonder if the relationship is going to change their worlds forever, and how. But will it be for the best is one of Navy's big questions, and you know, is it all real? There's a lot of uncertainty sitting with them, and it's just not that simple, because the past keeps popping up, and so it really sort of jeopardizes things and threatens things, and so they've got to overcome those hurdles. But for me, this was quite an adventure, really, especially for Navy. She was having quite the wild ride, but it was very gritty and very dark, and nothing less than what I expected for a character like Navy. It's all set up, and you just know it's going to be coming. With her, with the type of past, do you know what I mean, and everything going on, Navy's position is just one that kind of attracts that kind of world, and it's just everything that you'd expect. So I loved how Char took the subject of gender stereotyping and just completely flipped it. Navy and Tristan are completely unique. They both use the pronoun they, which for me was something very new when reading a book sort of the genres that I do. This was a very new experience to have both characters referred to as they and referring as they, and it was sort of a fresh and unique concept that delivered a different kind of story than what I usually read as well. So I'm struggling a little bit with not wanting to say the pronoun she, and I'm trying really hard, so I do apologise if I do. It's just that it was one of those things, you have to get in the mindset, and so I loved the way that was repetitive throughout the book, so you really did get it into your mindset. There was a lot of references to they, so when referring to Tristan or Navy, so you really got it into your brain and you really got it into your mindset, which was really, really good. And like I say, completely unique, and something I haven't had a character set up like these two at all when reading books, so it was really interesting as a concept. And there was a lot of action, there was a lot of drama, there was a lot of angst, and there was an awful lot of silly misunderstandings between Tristan and Navy, but that's exactly what I would expect from a story like this and their situation, their circumstances. But it had that Hollywood action movie plot type thing going on, and it was just such an unpredictable journey, not only for Navy, mostly for Navy, but also for Tristan in some respects, because you just knew that they were entering a world that they had never seen before. Tristan's not from Navy's side of the tracks, and therefore to experience that firsthand was all new, absolutely new. And they both had sort of no idea what was going to happen next, as did you as the reader. You were like flipping the page and being like, oh, like it was like everything was a surprise, and it was really exciting to have surprises like that. So all this action thriller plot's going on, right? Really engaging, really capturing your imagination, and then you've got everything that Navy's going through, which is like literally breaking your heart. It's quite intense, it's quite harrowing, and they had so many difficult decisions to make, both Tristan and Navy, and they kept encountering new issues, sort of left them in really difficult positions where they truly had to trust each other, and it was quite traumatizing at times, especially for Navy. Like, some of those situations, I wouldn't want to be in them at all, ever in my life. So I admire that she was dealing with them, even if she didn't deal with them. They didn't deal with them in the best way. So again, I apologise, I've just slipped the pronoun there, and it's because I'm really trying to think about the book, and I loved how Navy and Tristan, they had this like butch type of persona, but it wasn't the stereotypical either. There was like a delicate and a vulnerable side, which had a feminine feel, and it was amazing. Like, their characters, they were so truly unique, honestly. But it was quite intense to experience a lot of this with Navy. They were just, I don't know, admire them so much for this. But Char did a great job of delivering a different, unique and engaging story. It was really racing and had like all that high action plot and intenseness that I expect, and the difficulties and challenges that faced the characters really suited their personalities. And I appreciate this story probably isn't to everybody's liking, but it's quite a harrowing life that Navy's lived, and an experience that many will never encounter as a reality. So it's something that I would encourage people to read, because this goes on, this happens to people, and there are people living this type of life, and it's not by choice. If it is by choice, then it's by choice, but there are people who experience this from life. And so I love the way that Char brings a usually hidden world out, and just its darkness, it's feared in a way, and she just excels at highlighting and raising awareness about the types of situations and circumstances that some people experience, and the reality of the world portrayed. It's all too real, unfortunately. It does exist, it exists, and what Navy's going through is quite unpleasant, and I for one was quite saddened, and I felt very empathetic towards them, because they didn't really ask for those circumstances, and it's not really fair, and they were really reliant on help to get out of them. So the hardship, of which I think Char's captured perfectly, for Navy in this story. So I highly recommend this book. Char's writing is really going from strength to strength, and each new story that Char brings, I'm so excited to see what it will be next, and what the characters will be like, and what type of situation and life they have, because it's always something different. And I urge anyone who likes the unconventional and the controversial to pick up Char's books, because they definitely fit that category, and you won't be disappointed, especially with this one. It was brilliant. I really, really enjoyed it. So I'll pop a link in the description, so you can go and grab a copy of A Jade's Diamond by Char Dafoe, which I hope you will. If you've read A Jade's Diamond by Char Dafoe, I would love to hear your thoughts on it, so please comment below. Please let us know how you found the book and what you thought of it. And if you haven't read A Jade's Diamond by Char Dafoe yet, but it's on your to be read list, you're interested in reading it, or you're thinking, oh, I must read that book, then again, please comment below. Please let us know what you think of it, and it would be really great to hear your thoughts, because it's always great to hear what you're interested in reading. And if you do read it, I really, really hope you enjoy it. Bye.